Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's a wonderful Wednesday. And what are we doing? We're shopping for player props. That's what we do here at Pick Dawgz. I'm gonna be looking at the MLB games, then I'm gonna be looking at the WNBA games. Okay, got you guys covered in the Giants game. Gonna be talking about the Astros game, the Braves game, the Yankee game, the Phillies game, and hey man, the Seattle Mariners game. And then I'm gonna slide on over the WNBA. I got you guys covered. Indiana Fever game, I got you guys covered in the Las Vegas Aces game and everything so far, man. So let's go ahead and get it started. All right, first player prop that we like, man, we're going to be looking at Blake Snell. We like him in this spot. His strikeout prop's at 7.5. The betting tools are in line with my decision. They say he's been hitting this for us at a 60% clip. Matchup-wise, he's taking on Milwaukee Brewers. To be honest, they ain't been good since Prince Fielder. I'm taking Blake Snell over 7.5 Ks. Player prop number 2. All right, Houston Astros taking on the Oakland A's. You know how we getting down. Give me Hunter Brown. I'm taking him over 7.5 strikeouts in this spot. The reason why the numbers are high is because he's taking on the Oakland A's. Whenever you're taking on the Oakland A's or the Anaheim, Los Angeles Angels, your strikeout props are always going to be a little bit more higher because the teams, they're striking out. I like Hunter Brown in this spot. It's me versus the Bentals. They like the under. I like the over. Be honest, man. If it was at 6, I would really be at that ticket window. But 7.5 is still something that I could get to the window with in cash. So I'm going to be playing them in this spot. Player prop number 3. My Atlanta Braves. Max Fried. Man, my Atlanta Braves just let me down, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I get it, man. We got so many injuries, but still, man, like, gosh, man. All right, man, forget it, man. We ain't here to talk about the team. Max Fried, I'm taking him over 5.5 strikeouts in this spot, okay? It's me versus the Bentals. The Bentals like the under. I got to go with the over, man. He's our number one ace, you know what I mean? Is he? Of course he is, man. Chris Sale's the number one ace, too. But Chris Sale's definitely having a better year right now than Max Fried. With all that being said, man, I need Max Fried to go out there and pull off like 3 to 4 straight consecutive wins and get us back in that, playoff wildcard spot, man. It's looking bad out there, man. Take Max Fried over 5.5 Ks in the spot. All right, speaking of teams, my New York Yankees, man. Luis Hill is on the mound, and his strikeout prop's at 5.5. He's been able to go over this at a 60% clip. 3 out of his last 5 times he did this. Taking on the Kansas City Royals, I like him to get the win in this spot. Let's go ahead and take him over his strikeout prop. All right, the next player prop that we like, we're going to be looking at the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, they got Zach Wheeler on the mound, and Zach Wheeler's taking on the Tampa Bay Rays in this spot. Now, look, everybody's strikeout prop today is pretty high, man. It's at 7.5 for Zach Wheeler, but those are numbers that he kind of averages, and I'm good with those numbers. So give me Zach Wheeler over 7.5 Ks. All right, I had this player prop on the book, and I scratched him off. Do what you want. I had Michael King over 7.5 Ks for the San Diego Padres. I took him off. I just did. Like, Michael King, I'm being honest, man. He's not a guy that's going to give you 8 strikeouts, 7, 8, 8, 7, 7. You know, an 8. Like, if it's at 6.5, all right, man. But pushing it to that 8, he's not even a guy that's going to go out there to the 8th inning. So, do what y'all want, man. I'm moving on. All right, speaking of moving on, I got some other money to get you guys something in here. Seattle Mariners, man. Give me Brian Wu. His strikeout props at 4.5. I really like it. He's been able to hit this for us at an 80% clip. 4 out of his last 5 times. He came out on top on this one. I'm taking Brian Wu to the bank, man. We've been able to cash with him on a prop shop a couple of times here, especially on that low strikeout prop that it's at right now. All right, my system bet. Man, we called him up and he ain't showed up yet. Give me Jason Dominguez just to get a hit for my New York Yankees. One of the best prospects that we had since Bo Jackson. Not we, but baseball. The reason why I say that is because, man, the year before that, when he was out there for us, before he got Tommy John surgery, I want to say he had like 9 or 10 games, and he had like 6 home runs. Like, it was just like a home run every game for him. This year hasn't been the same, man. You know, that whole thing of him not getting called up for Dugo and then getting sent back down, played in 1 game, like, messes with you, man, because he was putting on in in the minor A ball. So I like Jason Dominguez just to get a hit. Then I'm sprinkling on to get a home run. I just think it's due, okay? All right. Now, let's slide on over to the WNBA. Let's shoot. All right, man. So, look, some of these player props you guys can get on Prize Picks and other books out there. And they got them all out on all the books, too. All right, man. So, let's go ahead and get it started, man. I like Aaliyah Boston for the Indiana Fevers to go over 15.5 points. She's been able to go over this at a 60% clip. I like Asia Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces over 27 points. She's been able to do this for us at a 60% clip. We like Caitlin Clark over 23 points. She's been able to do this for us at a 100% clip. 5 out of her last 5 games, she went over this. I like Kennedy Carter over 21.5 points. All right, she's been able to do this for us too at a nice low percentage as well. Okay, my last player prop is going to be Asia Wilson. I'm taking her over a rebound prop. If it's at 10.5, I like it. If it's at 11.5, I'm taking it. If it's at 12.5, I'm still taking it. Whatever it is, I'm taking it. Okay, she averages 12.5 rebounds on the year right now. All right, now let's go over the recap. We got Blake Snell over 7.5, Brown over 7.5, Freed over 5.5, Hill over 5.5, Wheeler over 7.5, Wu over 4.5. Dominguez just to get a hit. Sprinkle on his home run. His home run prop's like 750 out there. Man, Aaliyah Boston 15.5, Wilson 27.5, Clark 23.5, Carter 21.5, Wilson over her rebound prop. Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz. If you can't run with the Pick Dawgz, stay on the porch.